Yeah, last home weekend we had was the Thursday, Friday this last week with Omaha and then Kansas City. And, we obviously had been playing some pretty good basketball. And I thought going into Omaha, it was a team that we had got beaten by at their place. And I thought our guys were really focused in. I thought they carried things over very well. I thought we got off to a really good start. And, as the game went on and, we defended, I thought, pretty well. Offense started coming for us in a way that was fun offensively to play. And you start making shots, especially in that second half, and you're able to get a lead and be able to play a lot of guys late in the game. And sometimes it just kind of happens that way where it's like you're not necessarily going through a ton of adversity in a game. It's probably how they felt when we went to their place. Omaha probably had the same situation where they were getting to the foul line, they were playing well, and we never really put ourselves back in the game. And I thought we were able to do that with Omaha. And then, it's hard to know. You come into a team like Kansas City on Saturday, who had lost a couple games that are tough games. I know they lost at overtime, and South Dakota State overtime in Fargo. And I just really felt it was a team that had a great sense of purpose and urgency. I thought the first 10 to 12 minutes for us, we did what we needed to do to put ourselves in a position to be ahead in that time. We got stops. We got looks around that zone 1 area around the rim. Got great looks at 3, and we got stops, and we just didn't take advantage of them. And as the game went on and they started shooting better and we just kind of continued our struggles, I thought our guys fought. I thought we competed, but I just thought Kansas City played better. They played with more urgency for 40 minutes than what we did. And then they made the shots and made the plays offensively. As we were trying to change some things defensively, they just took advantage of that. And we're able to kind of stretch that lead more, and we just never really got ourselves back into it again. So, it's you kind of have a streak like we've had where we played well. We've been doing the hard things. We've been taking care of the ball pretty well. We've been rebounding really well. And in that Kansas City game, those are 2 areas that we really didn't play well. We didn't take care of it. We had 16 turnovers. We forced them into 16, which is great, but we didn't have the advantage there. And then, we got 1 point off turnovers or off second chance points. That's been a big area for us. And then they made 8 more threes than us, which is 24 points in itself. So not really too hard to look at it. Even the best radio guys in hockey would probably be able to look at that box score and know that, you give up 8 more threes than you make. That's a hard thing to overcome. And when you turn it over and don't get offensive boards, that's where you lose the game. So good opportunity coming up this week, but we know we've got our hands full at Denver and then at Oral Roberts, 2 really talented teams, 2 teams that have great scorers on it, but then they've got players around them that are experienced, that are really good at their position. And, it's a really good opportunity, but man, we've got to come out and really play well this weekend.
You beat both those teams at home, but how tough is it going to be to do that at their place now?
Extremely tough. If you want a short answer, extremely tough. It is. It's just they're really good at home. They shoot it really well at home. I think they play with really good urgency at home. I think it's what you see a lot of times with most teams is when they're in their own court. And we don't talk a lot about home and road because, it's not who, where, or why. It's how you play. And who, where, and when. It's how you play. But there's no doubt when teams are on their home floor, and those are 2 teams. I think one's 9-2, the other one's 9-3 on their home court. So, they've had good success there.
Do you feel any extra pressure to get this win just because you guys have been on that long streak playing really well?
Any more pressure than what we normally have on a game? Not really. I think we put ourselves in a position here in the league to have, with 5 games left, to finish strong. But it doesn't mean a dang thing. The next, tomorrow's another day, and then Friday's a new day, and then we got another chance on Saturday. And I think when you try to look at it in a big picture, it's just too much. Honestly, like, we just got to really focus in on Denver. They're good, and they're really good at home, and that's the first step. No matter how that goes, we got to turn around and play again on Saturday against another really good team. So, we'll see. It's definitely going to be some big challenges, and our guys are up for it. There's no doubt. But we got to go out there and do it. We got to be willing to go out and do the hard things again, and really lock in and get a little edge back defensively and rebounding like we've had. We just maybe didn't have that enough against a good Kansas City team.